Hi, this is Yingge from Art of the Brush. Today we will talk about white mounting. White mounting is a traditional mounting process to help to soften and stretch the rice paper, especially for our finished artwork. I have already recorded a video about the tools and the materials you need for white mounting and the whole process from how to prepare natural glue at your own kitchen and how to apply the glue on your paper and how to dry them and cut them in a square. So if you like to know the basics, you may like to check the other video. I will put a link in the description. And today I brought something different. Instead of mount on a piece of paper, we will mount on a canvas. So this is a canvas used for oil painting and acrylic painting. It has this uneven surface. However, the advantage is it's already framed and stretched. So once we mount our painting on the canvas, you already have something you can frame straight away. So let's dive in. So this is the artwork I'm going to mount on the frame on the canvas for today. As you can see, I'm using the glue has already diluted. And also I have these two brushes aside, which we will use later. So the process starts the same. First, we'll prepare the artwork. Remember to flip it over to the back. So we use a sprayer, spray the full piece from top to bottom and also every corner. It's very handy to have a dry cloth or a damp cloth at hand so we can wipe away the water drops. Now I will lift up the corner to slightly stretch the painting. Be very gentle as the painting is wet at this moment. It's very easy to tear. Remember that this process is not to stretch the painting completely. We are just to let it relax and soft. And later, after we apply the glue, we will use the brush to stretch it. Now I will let the painting to settle. When we are waiting for the painting to soften, we will prepare a canvas. We will also spray some water across the canvas. However, because the canvas is not absorbent, so we don't want too much water. In fact, you can use a damp cloth to remove the extra water and evenly brush the water across the canvas. Now I have waited for 2 minutes. The water has spread smoothly across the page and all the dry spot almost disappeared. And now we will add glue. To apply glue, I will use this soft brush. From a middle, one up, one down, and left to right, and then corner. To make sure the glue are applied evenly, we will change the stroke direction. And then last time. You may see there are some bubbles. That's okay. Later when we flatten the surface, we can use the brush to get rid of the bubbles. Now you may like to look from the side to see if there's any hair or anything unwanted on the surface, which you can pick up. Once you are happy about the surface, then we will apply the canvas, facing down on the page. you like to make sure that you cover the painting, that part you wish to show on the canvas. Now, we will fold the side on the top first on the canvas. You can use the brown brush to tap slightly to help you to the paper to glue. And now gently lift the painting from the top with the canvas. Look how beautiful the color with the wet paper. Now with the two hands, very gently, as this is a very delicate moment, and we want to slightly stretch the page. We can apply another piece of paper on top to slightly soak the water. And at the same time, from the center, it always go from the center first. So we are taking the bubbles outside. So it goes from the center gradually to the side. And you can lift the page and check as you go. You see if there is a fold, so you may have to lift the page and slightly stretch the painting. Okay, now let's have a look. Now most of the folds has gone. And again, I will put the paper back. And this time on my brush, I will try to flatten and glue the surface, the painting onto the canvas even more. So now I'm using a long stroke, like you are massaging the back. When the brush coming in, we breathe in. And when the brush coming up, we breathe out. So in and out for a few times. Now, the main part we have done. We will look after the edges now. So as the top part, we already glued the top side. Now we'll come back to the bottom. Fold the page onto the bottom. There's some part still on the surface, that's okay. Try not to push down. So with the same idea, we fold the side. You can use the brush. And now we will lift the painting. Now you would like to adjust the corners to fold the rest of the page inside. So you can fold 1, 2, and fold it up on one side like you are packing a box. 1, 2, 3. If some of the corners are still opening up, we can come back and add more glue. Just use the corner of the brush and add more glue. Okay, now we have a look at the edges. It all has the painting go over. I like that. It's like a 3D. You can look at the painting from different directions. Now we will leave the painting to settle for 2 days or whenever it gets dried completely. Now that's how it looks. I really like the way of mounting as it's very handy. It looks like an object straight away, and also you can go to the shop and frame it or give it straight away as a gift. Okay, and that's an experiment of combining the East ancient wisdom and the waste materials together. I hope you have enjoyed the process. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below, and I will try my best to answer you. Have a nice day. I see you soon.